It was late January, 1:34 a.m. The thermometer outside was hitting -6 degrees Fahrenheit. Snow was coming down hard, 2 or 3 inches every hour. Driving was a death trap. My radio was dead, just static. The GPS flickered, showing North Valley Gas and Market, 0.7 miles away. But in that blizzard, those seconds felt like hours. The gas station was typical: 2 pumps, a small convenience store, and flickering fluorescent lights that buzzed like a dying insect. I parked and fought the wind to get inside. The counter was empty. A cup of coffee sat there, still steaming, but the place was dead silent. No clerk, no customers, just the hum of the heater and that warm cup of coffee, as if someone had just vanished into thin air. I looked at the CCTV monitor behind the counter. 4 squares: the pumps, the road, the storefront, and my car. I froze. There, through the white curtain of snow, a figure was standing right next to my car. A man in a heavy winter coat, hood pulled low, head down, just standing there, 5 feet away from my door, completely still. I thought maybe he was a stranded driver needing help, but then the screen went black, a glitch. My heart hammered against my ribs. I dialed 911 with shaking fingers. I-90, exit 412, North Valley Gas and Market, I whispered. The operator told me to stay inside, that help was coming. But as I looked back at the monitor, he was still there, just staring at my car, doing nothing. That's what made it sick, the absolute silence of it all. 12 minutes passed, no sirens. Suddenly, the back door creaked open. I grabbed the counter, ready to scream. A man in old work clothes stepped out from the storage room, hood up, flashlight in hand. "You okay, sir?" he asked. He said he worked there, sometimes slept in the back during storms. Then he looked at me and said, "I saw him too." His voice was thin, terrified. He whispered, "The storm makes people desperate." When the cops finally arrived, the porch was empty. They searched everywhere. "Just reflections on the lens," they said. "The snow plays tricks on you." But I knew better. I spent the rest of the night in that store, listening to the ticking clock and the hum of the generator. The next morning, the state troopers reviewed the footage. They searched the crawl space. They found a broken pallet, a dead battery, and a used coffee cup. Someone had been living in the shadows of that store long before I arrived. The report later confirmed it. An escapee from a transport truck, a man in a plaid coat who had been seen lurking around gas stations for a week. It wasn't a ghost, it was much worse. It was a man of flesh and blood. He would mark cars, wait for the drivers to go inside, and then he'd strike. I wasn't haunted by a spirit, I was being hunted by a predator. If this story gripped you, if it made your skin crawl, then hit that subscribe button. Stay with us for more real-life psychological archives. What happened next is enough to keep you looking over your shoulder for a long time. I read the news later. They called him dangerous but desperate. He waited for engines to stay running, watched for any sign of weakness. I realized how lucky I was that I locked that door. That night changed me. Every time I see a figure in the cold, every time I hear a clock tick in a silent room, I remember him, the man who was colder than the blizzard. I went back there a week later.
The owner showed me a scrap of paper found in the crawl space. 3 words were scrawled on it. "He waits." It wasn't supernatural, but it was evil. Some fears are just stories, but this one was real. Stay safe out there, and always, always lock your doors.